Okay, folks, now we see Earl Strickland warming up for his final match against Chris Derewonski, or Vonsky, actually. They pronounce the W as a V. And I am in the booth. Commentating with me is Tony Robles. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well.
I'm so happy to get the opportunity to do commentary with you because it's been a long time, right?
Yeah, it has been a very long time. We can now just discuss. Well, we see Earl warming up. We'd like to take the opportunity to first thank our host at Steinway Billiards here in Astoria, Queens. You're watching live, this is the finals on the pro side, and we will also take the opportunity now to show. We have Ozone Billiards. You see in the background.
Ozone Billiards just came on board. This is the first event that we're doing with Ozone Billiards as a sponsor, so we're excited to have them come on board. And I would like to send a special thank you to the owner of Ozone Billiards, Sean Gargano, and Darren Keel, who helped put this sponsorship together. So we're excited to have them there, as well as Delta 13, who's been with us since day one.
Absolutely.
They recently gave us a ton of brand new racks for the tour at the beginning of this year with the Delta Select. They're beautiful racks. And Predator Qs. I mean, we couldn't have done it without them. And the NAPL, Poison Billiards.
Absolutely. And we have your NAPL, and you have all kinds of things going on. Why don't you tell us a little about that while we pan over to these guys about to start. They just flipped a coin, and
Earl's about to break, I think.
Yeah, Earl won the flip. He is about to break, and before he does so, why don't you tell us about your NAPL?
The National Amateur Pool League is an amateur pool league that I started from scratch along with my wife Gail. She's the brains behind everything. So I cannot say or do anything without giving her credit.
Oh, absolutely.
She's the one that also helped me put the tour together too. So
okay,
she's a major reason why. But we put the amateur pool league together, and we've grown from 1 league to 6 every week. We have a team 8 ball at Q Bar in Bayside, Queens on Monday. Singles 10 ball at Q Bar on Tuesdays. Team 8 ball in Brooklyn, Queens, and Manhattan on Wednesdays.
Oh, very nice.
And then singles 9 ball here at Steinway Billiards on Fridays. So then on top of that, I'm running the tour, so I really only get Thursdays.
Wow.
And Thursdays, I'm either giving lessons or working at home, so I really don't get much time to rest. But it's cool because I've always wanted to start some kind of company where I would produce big events, which that's what my ultimate goal was. So I recently started a new company called Silent Assassin Productions.
Oh, wow.
And with this company, we're about to have the first ever NYC Pool Championships, NYC 8-Ball Championships. And anyone that's a BCA Pool League member will qualify, that has played in 8 or more weeks, will qualify to play in this championship. So we joined forces with Mark Griffin at CSI in the BCA Pool League, and he's going to add 2,000 to the event, and Steinway is going to add 2,000 to the event.
That's fantastic.
So we're excited about doing this and putting everything together for everyone, and that will be taking place here at Steinway Billiards from June 5th through the 8th.
That's awesome.
It'll be a 4-day event, and it's going to be awesome. We're expecting about 200 players. So anyone interested in playing in this championship, I suggest you try to sign up as soon as possible at nycpoolchampionships.com.
Absolutely. That's great. Thanks for the update. And good luck with everything you're doing.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And this Chris Derewonski has been having one hell of an event here.
Absolutely.
You know, he's coming into his own. And he plays an A++ on the tour. He won the Gotham City Billiards, last weekend. And but this weekend, he tried to win again, but someone that I know that is no joke, named Diana Slicky Rojas.
How did I know that was going to come up?
Beat him 8-5 to knock him out of the tournament.
How did I know that was going to come up? We talked about it before because someone else brought it up and told me I should mention that because I was commentating on his match. But yeah, I did play him and beat him at the tournament yesterday. But yeah, he is coming into his own. Al and I were discussing how we call him the Polish champion, even though he's not. He loves it, but I think that in itself has embedded in his mind, and he sees that there's an actual possibility that, hey, you know what, I can be a Polish champion, or known officially as a Polish champion should I get the rolls.
That's correct, and
Yeah.
and he's hitting the ball so great. Like
Right.
what I love about his game is when his break is on, he can hang with anyone.
Oh, he's got a nice break.
He's
He
got
has
a
absolutely
fantastic
nice
break.
Earl just broke and didn't make a ball. He left one ball in the corner. I know. I'm kind of just updating, even though they're watching at home. And Chris came to the table and has been running out nicely ever since. So there's no real problem in this rack. He's going to get a nice angle on the 8 right now.
Hmm.
And
Well, what I love about him is his demeanor at the table and his confidence. He's a very, very confident. Some people see it as cocky. I see it as confident.
oh no, it's confidence, definitely. There is a difference, believe me. You know, the way some people are at the table, you can see when someone is a little cocky, a little overconfident. Sometimes might even do something bad, and as far as getting a bad roll, sometimes you're a little overconfident. You take advantage of a shot, or a little careless, and can miss something that otherwise might see like a simple shot. So we just seen a nice run out. Chris taking the first game in the in this race. This is not double elimination. This is an extended race. Should it get that right?
Yes, the way we do it on the tours, we have a modified race in the finals. So if the undefeated player makes it to 9 first, he wins the tournament. He wins the event, which would be Earl.
So Earl would have to go to race to 7. Should he reach 7 first, he wins, correct?
No, the final for the pro side is always a race to 9.
Oh, okay.
So
oh,
if
9
the,
and 11 then.
Exactly.
Okay.
You got
All
it.
right. So if Earl reaches 9, then okay, we have that on the screen. We can change that for those of you at home who saw that it was a race to 7. It is a race to 9. So if Earl, wow, a nice break, but he did scratch.
He got kicked in, so.
He got kicked in, yeah. So this modified race, so Earl, should Earl get to 9 first, he does win. And because Chris is on the B side, should he reach 9 first, it is an extended race to 11.
That is correct.
So just so that people know what's actually going on. We did see just now a nice break from Chris, got kicked in, and Earl taking advantage, of course, trying to get a tie score of 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't see any problems here for Earl. You know, he's probably going to play the 6 in the side, the corner. I mean, he has options here. You know, it's just the 6 to the 7 is the only tricky thing here. It all depends on how he ends up on the 6 ball.
Right.
I mean, he might end up having an angle, you know, and it depends. See, over here, he could just roll it down.
He gets through those balls so effortlessly. It's so nice to watch, you know.
It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah,
I've
it
always
really
enjoyed
is.
watching him play.
I don't think this 10 ball isn't blocked by the corner. So would you roll this?
He's probably going to draw it back to play the 7 in the lower right-hand corner, you see?
Okay, nice.
But he has such a great touch that he's able to do that. Like, most people struggle with that shot because they have a problem hitting with that exact speed.
Sometimes you're looking at the blocker, and it's almost like you willed it there, you know? Sometimes you save yourself because you were so worried about that one ball. I've seen that happen so many times where you're like, and someone might shoot and say, wow, I knew I was going to get, you know, saved.
The power of the human mind.
It really is.
Well, one thing's for sure is that this is going to not just be a barn burner. I think it's going to be close. Everyone I love Hill matches. Those are my favorite matches.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And but you can't deny the fact that both players are extremely fast shooters. So I don't expect this to last too long at all.
No, and this should be a quick set. They both they put their mileage quite a bit around these tables. So it is very nice to see. And let's take the opportunity real quick to thank Delta 13, as we did earlier. New York City Grind, they're always on the grind, always watching. Master Chalk, Poison by Predator, and Billiards Digest, some of our sponsors here.
Billiards Digest, I've been writing an article for them every month for the past three and a half years, and they've been so good to me, and they're so great for the sport as well.
Absolutely.
Mike,
nice.
the owner of Billiards Digest, Mike Panozzo, he's always done a tremendous job, and he's pretty much been there since day one. So, want to give a shout out to him as well.
Absolutely, shout out to you. Thank you, anybody and everyone who takes their time to sign on and to watch these matches, to share on social media. If anyone's out there knows that someone might enjoy this match, please share on your social media. Please let people know that this final, this wonderful final game is going on here at.
And I also want to give out respect. I have a ton of respect to anyone that picks up a cue.
Absolutely.
No matter what level they play, because the game is so hard that I think that it takes a courageous person to just give it a shot. You know, no matter what level you play, you have my respect.
We have Devil Dave in the chat. Snooki, thank you for doing a magnificent job for Devil Dave and Upstate Al on the stream. We love you. Oh, thank you, Dave.
That's awesome.
I love Dave. I know him so long. He was out. He was here before. He was so tired. He went home. Look, as tired as he is, he went home and he went on the social stream, on the live stream, and still with us.
That's great. That's great. But that was a good friend. I've known him a long time. He's known me pretty much since I started playing pool, and I learned a lot from him growing up, you know, and learning when we played at West End Billiards and stuff like that. So you know, you can't underestimate him, that's for sure, even now.
No, absolutely not. I told Dave, I said, you know, I remember him from years ago and watched some pretty amazing matches. He's had quite a nice run in the tournaments and even action, you know, gambling in his day, and he still comes and does an amazing job in the tournaments. Competes well, very well.
Well, Earl's on fire.
Earl is on fire.
I'd also like to congratulate. The winner of the amateur event, Omar Ali. Omar Ali defeated Eric Grassman in the final.
Wow.
I believe it was a close race. I think it might have been 8-5 or something like that. And to Enoch Hooper. Enoch Hooper finished in third. He hadn't played in the tour for a while, so he came, you know, and got busy, almost took the hot seat.
You know what? I heard. I had a few people that I know that played Enoch yesterday, and they were quite impressed with how he was playing, and his performance was doing well.
Enoch actually owns a bike shop in Manhattan on 38th Street by 10th Avenue. Yeah. So every year when Gail and I start riding our bikes around Central Park, we always take our bikes to him, and he hooks up the bikes for us. So it's pretty cool.
Very nice.
And also a shout out to Steinway Billiards owner Manny Stamaticus and Anna Nicola Kakos, and as well as George. I mean, they do so much for pool.
Yeah, let's definitely give a good thank you to them for hosting. And I mean, you can tell that they just love having us here as well. Like, you know, they with open arms. You know, whatever it is that we need, they're always kind-hearted and open with all of us.
And I want to say hi to my wonderful wife, Gail Robles, who's always in the chat room, and I love her dearly. And again, she is the brain behind everything. She hates it when I mention it, but I have to tell the truth.
Deal with it, woman.
Yep. So, oh man, he hit this great.
He
had to hit it that good.
Yeah,
to not
end
up
get
behind the ball.
Yeah, that's great. He actually hit that real. I'm really impressed with some of the things that he's been doing. He had an interesting set with me yesterday, but I got the best.
Yeah, no, you shot great. I heard you shot great. I was very proud of you, you know.
Thank you.
You're always a very focused player, and, you know, you take the game seriously, and that's the way it should be played.
Yeah, you gotta. You have to. I mean, it is fun, but, you know, you stop to think about, you know, whatever it is that you do in life, whatever game, whatever job you have, whatever it is that you do, you know, to take it serious. It is nice to have fun. It is important to always enjoy yourself, but you take pride in doing something,
That's
you
right.
know, well. And I definitely want to do it better, but I do what was best in my ability at the moment. And I try to do well for the tournament, for my personal self.
That's awesome. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Well, look, he just kind of screwed himself over here. He overhit that 5. I think he was trying to come under the 7. I think he just hit the cue ball too low.
Right, and he probably going to try to feather this 7 and try to put him down behind the 9, like as so.
I think he let him see the edge.
Yeah, he's got
and even then, this isn't an easy safe.
No, this isn't an easy safe, but What do you think of 2 rails up, short rail, long rail, and back down to where the 9 is again? If that's the safe, he's going to try. Either way, it's hard, it's a tough. He's got a quarter ball for sure.
One option he has is hit it very thin and leave the cue ball almost
the
near the
long
side
rail.
pocket and the 7 by the long rail. You know,
Right.
like give him a very awkward angle.
Right.
So if he decides to cut it or bank it, the other option is to try to put him behind the 10, go up and down the table. See, I like
yeah,
that
I like
one.
that.
You leave him in an extremely awkward angle. You see, that's it right there.
See, but he's almost.
See, but
leaves
he
him a
overhit
bank.
that
Yeah,
one. So
he's
that's
left him
that's a
bank.
good angle right there. But
Yeah.
he tried to stop by the side pocket, though. That's what he was trying to do.
No, Chris is quite aggressive, so I wouldn't put it past him to try to bank this.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's what.
Well,
yeah.
you know, oops.
Ooh,
Oh, wow, he's
that's
lucky.
the
He's
danger. I
very
was just gonna
fortunate.
say that was the danger of that bank right there.
Very, very fortunate that he did not scratch there.
He
One-
does see the 8 though.
Yeah, he does see up. I can't tell if he sees the entire.
He can cut.
Yeah.
I mean, at this angle, we're looking at
Mm-hmm.
the same angle that you guys at home have. He does have, and I don't want to say it too loud because he is close to us, but he does have a back cut on this 8.
Ooh, he jumped up
And
on that one a bit.
He did. He did.
That's a no-no against Earl.
Yeah, almost anything is a no-no against him.
I was just telling Manny, the owner of Steinway Billiards, earlier that, I played against Earl earlier. He beat me 7-2, and I played a horrible set.
Oh, did
you
you
know,
really? I
but-
wasn't here. I came kind of late, and they kind of threw me right in the booth. So,
But I
the-
told Manny that I said, you can't make mistakes like that against Earl. And then I said, as a matter of fact, you know what? You could play perfect and not make mistakes, and you still might not win.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, all of you guys playing against you or playing against Earl, those mistakes are very costly. And because this is a rack your own and there's winner breaks, you can put a package together. You know what I mean?
Well, I want to welcome everyone in the chat room, and I appreciate all your comments. And I want to say hi to everyone.
You got your wife and.
And that is not true. I'm not making my wife work at home.
Oh,
she says she's
no.
changed to the desk. Yeah, right.
Oh no.
For those of you that don't know, my wife is a CPA, so it's tax season, so that's why she's home today.
Oh my God! Someone said divorce him. They just got married. What do you mean?
Actually, we're about to go on a honeymoon to Europe. You know where we're going? We're going to go to Barcelona, Spain,
Wow.
Istanbul, Turkey, Paris, France, Mykonos, Greece, and Rome, Venice, and in Italy.
Wow! What a beautiful,
So
beautiful
we're
honeymoon.
going to be there for 3 weeks, and we're really looking forward to that.
That's awesome. I'm sure it's well welcomed with all the hard work that you guys been doing. You need a little break too.
We
but,
need it badly.
But also your honeymoon.
Yeah. But you saw what happened there, huh? Earl broke and left the 2-10 combo.
Oh, good Lord! I didn't notice that. I took my eyes off the screen for a second.
Yeah, but you're thinking about Europe.
I am.
Right?
I've never been, and that would be a wonderful, wonderful vacation.
I only went to Europe actually twice. I went to Cardiff, Wales in 2002 for the World Championship, and I went to Germany. I played in the Mosconi Cup in 2004 in Holland, but I flew to Germany, and Thorsten home and picked me up in the airport. Spent a couple of days with his family, met his family over there in Germany and stuff like that. And
that must have been great.
then he drove me to Holland, which was about 4.5 hours.
Wow, that must have been great.
So the score now is
3-2.
3-2.
3-2. Let's put that on the screen for everyone to see. And Chris trying to tie it up, of course. Stay in this game.
The Polish champion is trying to tie it up.
He's got
a lot of heart.
He's got a lot of heart, and he's very confident at the table. Don't detect any kind of nerves. I just see focused player, which is really nice.
Oh,
he let
nope.
that.
That is a no-no
That
against
is a
Earl.
big no-no. Wow. And he spread them nicely, too, you
Yep.
know. No clusters, ball in hand with Earl. Very, very dangerous thing to do.
I agree. You know, all Earl has to do is get almost straight on the three, or actually slight angle, and
Which
then
he's
shoot
got a perfect
the
angle
4 in
to
the
do.
same pocket as a 2, maybe, I guess.
Yeah, that
Right?
might be it. He doesn't have the opposite corner here. He's taking a look. All he's got to do is roll this up and play it in the same pocket he played the 2.
I mean, unless it goes in the lower
Um,
left-hand corner, maybe shoot in the same pocket. It all depends
oh
on where you
yeah.
see. It all depends on the angle. It's,
Yeah, he's got good control at almost any kind of shot, but his draws are nice. Uh, and see, he just moves that ball. It just makes a little dance around.
like he has it on a string, huh?
Yeah, he does. Isn't that wonderful? Must be nice.
Oh, look.
Uh-oh.
Do you notice how he just one-stroked it? He just
Yeah.
didn't even look at the ball. He just boom, boom.
That's the whole free stroke, and that's what I meant. Sometimes it's overconfidence. A shot. It's overconfident. Earl plays flawlessly sometimes. And for him to shoot that shot, normally he would make it even with his eyes closed. You know what I mean? But you get careless, and that's what happens.
Well, I had this discussion with several top players over the years, including Mika, a ton of top players, and we all agree that the shots that the pros miss the most are the easiest ones. Because it makes sense that if it's tough, you're really going to put
Bear
the
down.
focus and
Yeah.
energy,
Absolutely.
into making that ball.
Absolutely. And we've all done it. We've all done it. But Chris taking advantage of that unfortunate miss by Earl Strickland and is now tied 3-3. And he definitely wants to make a statement, definitely wants people to know that he is still in this match and could possibly take it from Earl.
Yeah. There's always that chance.
Earl's in the hot seat, but was in the hot seat, but he still had work to do with Chris, It's no gimme. So again, let's put up some of our beautiful sponsors. Delta 13, New York City Grind, Master Chalk, Poison by Predator, Billiards Digest. Let's go back to the break.
I have a gentleman or someone asking me, is it as hard as it seems to make a living in the billiard industry? It is. It all depends on what you do. If you're someone like Shane Van Boning that doesn't have to worry about a wife, a career, besides pool, kids, a family, then, yeah, you're going to make really, really good money.
All right, we have an unfortunate situation. Okay. Again, Chris with the break. He does jump the cue ball off the table, giving ball in hand again to Earl Strickland.
Yeah.
He's going to have a hard time if this is what he's choosing. He's breaking the ball a little hard. He breaks him good. He breaks him hard. But he's giving it that extra, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay? And he's jumping the ball off the table and giving, ball in hand to one of the best players around. You know what I mean?
Well, he was fortunate to win the last rack after jumping it off the table.
Yes,
I don't think that's going to happen too often.
I don't think so either.
So
and he does have an open table. He did have an open table, and not for nothing. He did have an open table last rack, and did return the favor.
Well, I was just informed by Upstate Al that his mother is watching this live in Poland.
Oh, really?
So there's a chance he might be overly excited because his mother's watching him.
Oh,
so I don't know.
Well, to Mrs. Derewonski, hello. Your son is playing very well. Your son is playing very well. He's doing very well here, and we are so happy to hear that you are watching. Sometimes parents don't get as involved.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's nice that she'd be watching her son play. I'm sure she misses him very much, and I'm sure he misses her.
Yes, many years as I've been playing this game, 34. My mother has only seen me play once.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I have the same situation, actually. Many years that I've been playing, and my mother has seen me once as well.
And, of course, when your parents are watching, you want to perform well in front of them.
Yeah, you want to say, you kind of want to be like, hey, this is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I've been doing all this time.
Right, you hit that great.
You hit that really nice.
That's the up and downer.
Yep, perfect speed.
Or the back and forth.
Mm-hmm. All right, 4-3. I know we have on the screen, let me just quickly mention that on the screen with the score, it does say on the far right, race to 7, but this is a race to 9. And should Earl reach 9 first, he wins. If Chris reaches 9 first, the race is extended. Would modify the race to a 10 to a 11. I'm sorry, 11. So this is a race to 9 as of yet. Did you want to say something?
I wanted to. I noticed in the chat, Gail mentioned something about me sleeping on the couch tonight. I have no idea how I got punished. I haven't done anything.
How are you in the doghouse? What do
No,
you
but I
mean?
love it though because I have my PlayStation 3, my Blu-ray player, my
So she's
laptop,
really
my computer.
so
So
she's
I'm
really
in
not
heaven when she
punishing
kicks
you.
me to the couch.
So
you
she's
know?
not really punishing you. Oh gosh.
And she knows it. I have my Netflix. I have
Oh
everything.
no, woman. We need to. You gotta discuss taking those things out of the living room.
Relax. I thought you were my friend.
Well, okay. All right, let me hush. I won't say a word. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, Tony had to step away for 1 second. So, I am left alone. I'm kind of laughing it up about the whole couch and he's in the doghouse. But really, I mean, you're putting the kid in the fun house, Gail. I mean, come on. Take out all that. You know what would really suck? If he came home and all the PlayStation, Netflix, and all that was out of the living room. That way he could sleep on a couch and really be in the doghouse. We got to talk. We used to talk about this stuff all the time. We got to talk. All right, Chris shot the 1. He missed. He's left Earl a 1-4. Looks like a 1-4 combo. He's taking a look at the angle that he's got. Really no reason. I don't know. I don't see any problem either unless he gets caught up. Oh, he decided to play the carom. A very nice carom. Played a carom on the 8 ball into the corner pocket. He's left himself a nice shot. The 1 ball in the side. Nice. He took a nice draw from the 1 to the 2. And, okay, we have Tony back. Welcome back.
Yeah, I just went to get Al so that he can switch this race to 9 or 11.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that way everyone
okay.
knows it's a modified race.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, there we go. It's an update for you with the score 4-3, and you see a race to 9 or 11. And for those of you who have just joined us, we say race to 9 or 11 because Earl, being in the hot seat, should he reach 9 games first, he will win. In fact, win the tournament. If Chris reaches 9 first, then the extended race is in play, and it is a race to 11. There's been some unfortunate scratches and off the table, off the break from Chris, giving Earl quite the opportunity to run out. So he is obviously taking advantage of that. As you can very much see, that wonderful run out. And should he make these 2 balls, will go up.
He got a little straight on this one.
He did get a little straight on. He's gonna punch it around 2 rails.
He's gonna draw it.
Yeah, 1, 2 rails,
Yep.
maybe 3. There we go. That's 2 rails, and he did hit the 3rd rail. Getting nice and straight. And going up 5-3. Those are the opportunities that you can't give Earl. You know, he, like I said, he did break hard, jumped the cue ball off the table with ball in hand. I mean, he's capable of running a whole set out on you, really.
Oh yeah. Well, I've seen Earl when Earl was in his prime, and I used to make it a point to watch all his matches, and I've never seen anyone run so many 6s and 7s like he did. It was unbelievable. He was the only pro player that I ever saw that could blow out any champion 11-1, 11-0 in a heartbeat.
Unbelievable. Well, let's see. Earl's got a nice strong break. He's got a controlled break too. I don't see him let loose that often.
Ooh,
Oh, he let a little
he
loose
let
on
loose
that
there.
one. Being that I just said that, right? Yeah,
And
he would say that. He would do that when I said that, right?
it's kind of like the play. Sometimes in sports,
Hmm.
this guy coming up in the playoffs hasn't hit a home run in almost a year.
Yeah, there's.
Go, go! They call it the commentator's jinx.
Absolutely. Okay, so the 10 ball was made on the break. It does not count on the break, so it was spotted up. He does have he has sight of the one ball. He's probably going to play safe as so. He let it leak though. Uh, I'm actually surprised that he kind of just went straight down on it. He put the 10 ball up and kind of just shot at the one right away. But this isn't no gimme. The 8 and 9 at this angle looks straight in the hole. So other than just getting around the table, all right,
Look at
he,
this. Wow.
wow.
That's how you could see. I might have to go and watch this hit if they call me.
Yeah, they might. I think he's got to be looking at two rails now, see if he can get this from the back. Because I don't think he can shoot this straight at. No, he can't. He is looking at two rail kick here. And,
Well, if he hits the thin side, he has a good chance.
oh, he
Oh.
just barely missed that kick. Here we go. A ball in hand again. 3 racks in a row.
Whether if Earl would even consider shooting the combo, I don't think so.
No, I doubt it. I doubt it. He's just he's looking down. All you see is his head at the moment, but he's just looking for the natural shot straight up to the 3. He hit so nicely. So effortless.
I mean, it's like this. This is another one of those self-explanatory racks. You know, you don't have to do anything special. He can shoot. He can really shoot the 6 anywhere he wants. Maybe even the same pocket or the opposite pocket. It all depends on the angle in the 5. Oh, he came a little short on that one. I'm surprised.
And fortunately for him,
He wound up straight.
straight. He's exactly straight.
Yep.
Wow. This is unbelievable.
And he's such a great shot maker. He's the greatest shot maker I ever saw.
He's anywhere. He shoots anything from anywhere. It's unbelievable.
Wait, he overhit that one a bit, huh? Then 10 ball in the side pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Or he might even play in the same pocket. See, this is one of those shots. This is a preference
You never
shot,
know
you
what
know?
Earl. Look, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not uncomfortable whatsoever, making that cue ball move. He's got such great control. It's so good. It really is. 6-3.
Yeah. Once again, we are going to be having the New York City 8-Ball Championships here at Steinway Billiards on June 5th through the 8th, which will be streamed live by AZ Billiards as well.
Okay, that's
Upstate Al
awesome.
will be here. It's going to be a big event. It's going to be 4,000 added, and anyone that's willing to step up to the plate for that, that's a current BCA Pool League member that has played in 8 or more weeks in the New York City area, feel free to visit nycpoolchampionships.com. And I also want to welcome Ozone Billiards as a sponsor for the Predator Pro-Am Tour this year. So we're happy to have them there. There's a banner that they sent us in the mail. I'm actually going to have Rob Bowman, who does an amazing job. Earl just scratched on the break.
Earl just scratched on the break.
Rob Bowman maintains the site for us. He updates it for us. He designed it. He designs the banners, the tournament charts. I can never thank him enough. He does the Genki stickers for the memorial every year.
Oh, that's great.
And he's going to be creating a new banner with all the sponsor logos. So it's definitely going to be bigger than the one that we currently have.
Okay, that's fantastic. That's great. And I'd like to thank them too on behalf of everybody. And wow, Chris, now with the opportunity, with the ball in hand, with a nice open rack, he can still get back in this game. It's not over. It is not over. And someone looking for the score, I'll put that up on the screen, is 6-3. Oh, he floated that up nicely.
Yeah, he should be fine here. I mean, as long as he gets straight on that 9 ball, which is, if he ends up straight on the 7, what?
Wow.
He miscued. Wow.
Miscued.
Commentator jinx again.
You did it, not me.
That's crazy.
Not it, not it.
Wow.
Wow,
that was a huge game, too. That was to come within 2 to make it 6-4.
Yes. Wow.
So if Earl gets out here, then he comes to within 2 of winning the title.
The title. And he got a little angle, but he draws so well. He's going to get past that, no problem. That side. Wow. That was a very, very unfortunate miscue.
There's a good chance that that was probably the last great opportunity that he had to maybe do anything.
It's very good opportunity that he had with that ball in hand, and now an unfortunate miscue has given Earl control again, and now 1 game closer to winning the title. Should he win these next 2? And as you said, this would be a quick match, but not because we didn't think that Chris would fall short from playing, but it's just that both players play very fast, and they get around that table. Another scratch. I've never seen so much
I know, and
scratch
Chris,
in a final at that.
Chris hasn't been able to
capitalize. Right, he hasn't. But let's see if he does. You know, he's got a little work to do. That the 10-6, 8, 10-6, 7, 8, all kind of hugging up on each other.
Yeah, I mean, he might, if he can't run out, he might even have to be forced to play it safe.
That's right.
Well, I can tell you this, I'm looking at it from here, and the 6 does go past that 10 ball.
It does, okay.
So so does the 8, the 7 and the 8 in the same pocket, right by where the 2 is.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You took
See, from this angle, it looks like it doesn't, but I'm standing right in front of the table. I mean, I'm sitting right in front of the table. It definitely goes.
Okay. Well, that should be good news for Chris if he's trying to get back in this game, which obviously he is.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can't thank Upstate Al enough for doing this. I mean, he is tireless.
He's very tired.
He came from the Paul Finelli Memorial, which, by the way, I have to commend the Tri-State and Scott Simonetti for putting on a fantastic event I heard they had over there in order to honor the late but great Paul Finelli. Was not just a phenomenal cue maker, but he's the one that created that bridge for Scott after he lost the use of his left arm. And what a great guy he was. It really is a shame that he left us so soon, but I commend everyone on the job well done with the memorial yesterday.
I agree, very much so. And
oh, look, for a second there, I thought you missed that.
Put a lot of special spinach on that one.
Yeah, what happened there, too, is that he overcut it, so that's why he had that extra speed on the cue ball.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if he hits it here, he has an angle. He can come off the rail and then stop by the center of the table and shoot the 7 in the corner.
He could, and he's getting more aggressive. I would have probably tried a safe.
Oh, he must have a straight combo.
He must.
Yep.
Yeah, he's called the combo. I would have tried to save. I would probably got between that 7-8 and send the 6 ball up the rail, but if he didn't have this combo, which he did, and executed it very nicely.
See, now he might have to go 3 rails here. See, he was shaking his head.
He is, but it's a natural 3 rails. Just got to make the ball and like that. As so, naturally get on this 10 ball and get back into this game. Well, there you go.
So Chris takes advantage of another Strickland scratch on the break.
Strickland scratch.
And hopefully he won't scratch again his next break.
Absolutely.
And also, remember I was talking about the NAPL. They're a sponsor of the tour. And anyone interested in joining any one of our leagues, we offer an 8-ball, 9-ball,
Oh, we have
10
10
ball.
ball there on the screen.
And we're going to start straight pool soon.
Straight
So
pool,
visit
right.
NAPL.com, playnapl.com,
And your
Gotham
friend,
City
Gotham
Technologies.
Ron Mason.
Ron Mason does such a fantastic job for us. He maintains our NAPL site, and he created the NYC Pool Championship site, and he's just what he does is so well. He fixes viruses. He does anything that has to do with computers. He takes care of everything. He's really good at what he does. So I thank Ron very much for that.
Absolutely. And anyone looking to fix their computer, PCs, or anything, hit him up. And we got, you said Ozone, right? There goes the banner again. Ozone Billiards.
Yeah, he just came on board, starting this stop, so we're very excited to have him on board.
Fantastic.
It's ozonebilliards.com. If you need any billiard supplies, predator cues, just about anything, they have it all. Special thanks to Sean Gargano again and Darren Keel for making it happen.
Awesome. No, he's called the cross bank. He's calling a cross bank. He's being quite aggressive. He's calling a cross bank on the 2 here.
It's a risky shot, but you know, I guess we'll see if it's worth the risk.
He's made it.
Yep, and he hit it great too.
And he hit it fantastic.
Wow.
And got perfect position on the 3. Well, that's pretty good, man.
I mean, you know how the saying goes, no guts, no glory, right?
Absolutely.
But sometimes you still have to know when to play smart and when to play aggressive.
And look at this. Wow.
Look at that.
Unfortunately, he did
That's
miss
a
that
shocker.
shot. He got a beautiful position. Took a big risk with the 2. Cross-banked it. Got perfect position on the 3. And unfortunately, rattled the 3 in the corner.
Boy, look at this. How good did he hit that?
He hit that pretty good. And flirting with that ball right there.
Yeah, but if he hits the 8-ball, he ends up behind the 5.
Absolutely.
He had to hit it just right, and he did. Wow. He must really feel good about this shot. Then again, what shot does he feel uncomfortable with?
We're talking about Earl here. He just doesn't. You know why? Because the 6 is in the corner, so it didn't, even if he lets the cue ball loose. But look.
Up.
He the cue ball wasn't the issue. Really, obviously, was making the ball, which is why you probably made that comment that he let it leak that far out, and unfortunately missed the ball, leaving Chris a shot. Now, the 8 is not a blocker. It is in front of the pocket, but it's not a blocker.
I asked Earl Strickland, Mick Varner, and Mike Siegel separately, all 3 of them, many years ago, what's the secret to your success, to making you as great as you are? And the scary thing about it is that all 3 of them gave me the same exact answer, even though I asked them separately. They said, I practiced until I had no weaknesses.
Very nice.
And Earl told me that ever since he was a kid, he practiced 16 hours a day, only took 2 5-minute breaks to eat something very quickly, and slept 8 hours, 16 hours a day. Slept 8 hours, 16 hours a day.
Wow.
That's what it takes. That's the commitment that it takes.
That's a lot of dedication. That's a lot of dedication. You know, I see Shane. When Shane is in town, or wherever he is, I'm sure he does this. I mean, anytime that he's been here or in my personal presence, you know, he'll come and he'll practice. And practice and practice, you know what I mean? And just when everyone else is gone, the guy is still here practicing, you know what I mean? And that's what makes them who they are.
Well, you know, former.
Wow, what a beautiful kick that was. Unfortunately, he didn't call it. He kicked a 5. It went in the side pocket, but
Earl has the option.
Earl has the option, and Earl is calling the bank in the corner.
He's probably going to hit 100 miles an hour, right?
And
Boom.
make it.
Oh, wow, look at this. Look at this. Oh, I thought he was going to scratch for sure.
And he's staring into space.
He's probably saying, I didn't hit that ball that low. This table's driving me crazy.
He rolled his eyes. He
I told
runs
you
it.
years ago, he looked at me dead when we won the Mosconi Cup in 2003. He looked at me dead in the eye and he said, Tony, I just want to let you know, I've never missed a shot that was ever my fault. Ever. He said, if I miss a shot, it was either the chalk, the cue, the balls, or the table. It was
Oh,
never my fault.
Oh, okay. Interesting. To say the least, that's interesting. That is a perfect sentence or statement coming from Earl. And anyone who's gotten the opportunity to not just meet Earl, but actually like hang out with the guy, you would all agree that that is such an Earl statement.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Look at this.
He's going to leave him dead straight on the 9.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Well, this is going to put Earl on the hill.
Yes, absolutely. Wow, that puts Earl Strickland on the hill. 8-4. Miracles do happen. Okay, so if Chris actually gets, going here and can reach 9 before Earl gets on, he's on the hill. So if Earl wins this any game, that's it. He wins the title. But should Chris come back, which is not impossible, should Chris come back, it would have to be an extended race to 11. But it's looking a little grim. I don't want to see Chris come back just because I love the action, though.
Yeah, I
really
love
do.
hill matches. Those are my favorite
too.
matches
I
to
love
watch.
it.
But unfortunately, that's not how it always works. Oh, let's see if Earl avoids a scratch here.
I think he controlled that break a little
Yeah.
more because of what happened before. A lot of body English. He's very disappointed. He has left a shot. If you notice, he kind of waved.
Funny thing about Earl is every time that he breaks and doesn't get a shot, he always says, I've never been this unlucky in my entire life, right? And then when he does get lucky, he doesn't say or admit that he got lucky.
No, I've heard him, though. I heard on occasion, I've heard him mention, I finally got lucky. I finally got a roll, But
Yeah,
this
what's
is
that?
like,
Every 10 shots? Every 10 lucky shots? Yeah.
no.
Well, that might be all she wrote.
Our last match, there was a similar situation, and Al, I said, it's not over, it's not over, it's not over. Only because I was being optimist. He said, he's being realistic. I said, okay, but, he could. And Chris ended up with, like, a really awkward shot on the 10. Did cut it in the side and played well, but it was actually, in fact, over. But I was trying to be like a little cheerleader. I'm not cheering for either one, but when someone's trailing,
You always root for the underdog.
you gotta pull for a little, a little. It's like, see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see him scratch, but I kind of do.
He just looked over here. I think he heard you.
That's gonna cost me later. No, I don't want to see. I don't want
He
to see
says,
him scratch.
Snooki, I thought you were my friend, Snooki.
I know. Oh gosh, and I have to play against him so often in the tournaments here. It's gonna cost me next time. He's just gonna run. He's gonna run through me.
Such a great talent, this guy.
Unbelievable. Wow, this is all she wrote. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that was close. Well, you would.
Well, Snooki, it's been such a pleasure doing the stream with you. Earl obviously just won the tournament.
Okay.
So I had to make sure that the players get paid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can excuse yourself. Thank you very much for commentating with me, the crowd.
Earl, in front of the camera, Earl, in front of the camera, right here.
Right here. Right here. There he goes. Earl, very happy, obviously, that he's won
Earl.
the tournament. And we're going to call Earl real quick over to the booth.
Here you go, Earl. Diana's going to ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Earl, congratulations on your win.
Thanks, Snooki. Thanks.
And so why don't you tell us a little bit? You guys had some unfortunate scratches on the break. Both of you shared and tried to capitalize on that.
I really can't break an egg, can I? Huh? If I had Tony's break, I'd give the whole world a 6-ball.
The whole world a 6-ball. That's wonderful.
You know, it's lucky I can still play, and that's the part of the game that shows up the most.
Well, Earl, you play very well and made it to the hot seat and ran right through this tournament as usual.
I was fortunate to beat Chris the first match. He had me really dead in the water.
Yes, I wasn't here, but I heard it was a
He's supposed to get out, make it 6-2. I probably would have been a carcass there. But he gave me a little life, and I came back and won. So I'm not playing too poorly. I'm just not breaking well, is obvious. But, you know, but my game is pretty sound.
Right.
It really is.
That final
probably Tony was, he knows my game. He, you know, he was probably saying I look pretty good on the table.
Well, you always look very confident.
I know he knows how to call the shots. I know he was getting them right, wasn't he? He said, I go out for the 7. Cut the,
Absolutely.
See, a lot of people try to shoot the 7 in the other corner on that shot, but that ain't the right shot.
Oh, okay.
But I did, yeah. But thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. I want to thank all the fans for watching. I want to thank Steinway, my sponsor. They do a lot for me here. I want to thank Predator. They've done a lot for us having tournaments here with Tony. Tony Robles is doing a great job in New York City. Promoting pool. He's keeping pool literally alive here. And, you know, a lot of cities are dying right now in pool, but New York City's still thriving. Thanks to guys like us, I think it's still alive.
It's wonderful. Thank you for joining us at the booth, and congratulations.
I just want to say, Steinway wins. Steinway wins. Now I got to go say that to the owner, and he'll get a big smile out of it. But thanks again, Tony. Thanks for having the tournaments. It keeps me in stroke and little pocket money, too. So.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Snooki, thanks for doing the commentary.
Oh, no problem.
Thanks to Big Al, too.
Hey, Earl.
Thanks to Big Al, too. Big Al's a big guy.
Listen, Earl, for a guy that can't make a ball on the break to snap this tournament off, I mean, this is not only a miracle. Well, this is like a world championship,
if you think about
sir.
it, if you watch me play at the Expo, I at one time I went 0 for 25. And I was beating guys 10-0. I said, if I couldn't play, I would have got beat 10-0. But, you know, like I said, my game is really still pretty good, you know.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm a dangerous guy. I just got to figure out the break. I will, though. Don't worry. I'll be back. My break will be back. Don't worry, one day, I hope. But thanks again, everybody. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, so you heard it from the man himself. Once again, I want to thank NYC Grind, Jerry Tarantola, and Allison Fisher. They always do such an amazing, fantastic job getting up the results right away in the social media. And Delta 13, Master Chalk, Poison by Predator, Billiards Digest, as well as Gotham City Technologies. Ron Mason does phenomenal work with computers and web design. And the NAPL, the New York City Pool Championships.
Yeah, 8-ball, 9-ball, you said, right?
Mm-hmm. Straight pool.
And straight pool.
10-ball and
Ozone Billiards. Let's not forget them.
Ozone Billiards. They just stopped in. They decided to step it up and become one of the sponsors of the tour, and we're delighted to have them. So
Absolutely.
Once again, special thanks to Sean Gargano and Darren Keel and Mike Howerton and Jerry Forsyth of AZ Billiards as well. I've known them a very long time, good friends of mine, and we appreciate all your hard work. As well as, again, I know I sound like a broken record, but people don't understand the amount of work that Jerry Tarantola and Allison Fisher put into each and every event. They put their heart and soul. And I'm not trying to embarrass Jerry because he's in front of me, but I just want him to understand that we appreciate all that you do.
Yes, thank you, Jerry. He is over here by the booth and getting all the coverage.
But last but not least, my amazing wife, Gail. She is the brains behind everything.
You're trying to get out the doghouse. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not. I want to play PlayStation 3. I haven't played in a while anyway. Maybe I don't know. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll play with her, you know. But a special thank you to Diana Rojas for doing such a fantastic job with the streaming, and all the fans and everyone in the chat room, and Upstate Al and Devil Dave. And if I forgot to mention anyone, I apologize. But we appreciate everyone in the industry, and we will do whatever it takes to keep this beautiful sport of ours alive. And, you know, anyone out there that has an opportunity to do anything, just reach for the sky, because we all have to figure out a way to work with each other to make this sport, even better than what it is, and the sky's the limit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so thanks for your time.
No problem. Thank you, Tony, for joining
Good night,
us.
everyone.
He's going to go off and pay the tournament winners in second place. The players want their money, of course. So I appreciate that he joined me and commentating in this last final match. Again, if we forgot anybody, to thank anybody, well, let's thank Bob also, who's in the chat. He's the man behind it all. And thank everybody for watching, anybody who's joined us, everybody who shared the stream. And we get Al back into the booth real quick. And
well, folks, I don't know if it gets any better than that. Earl Strickland defeating Chris 9-4. World champion. They're taking pictures right in front of the booth. See if we can gear up a little bit here. I don't know where my cursor is. Give me a second here. I believe we're going to take pictures on the opposite side of the table. And there you,
yes,
that's the photo op right there. And there you see the one and only Allison Fisher.
Taking pictures for New York City Grind, for all the updates online, everything. And
well, I got a lot of people to thank, Snooker. First
Absolutely.
of all, everybody out there that viewed the stream yesterday and today, believe me, we know, whether you're behind the scenes or not, we do appreciate it. We want to give a big shout out to Pops Live 89, POV Pool, Daniel Bush. Make sure you follow Daniel all around the world. He's been doing a lot of traveling. And of course, our senior moderator, CMB WSU, Mr. Bob Enslow. And folks, and everybody out there in the stream, it's hard for me to actually see all the names right now. B-Doc, I see you out there. You might be in other places. ABFD, always around. I can go right down the list.
Double
but also,
Dave is still with us too.
Double Dave, yeah. I urge you to go over to live stream news on Facebook. We have over 6,000 members. We're rising even further. If you don't have access to Facebook, you can elect to follow us on your smartphone or one of your devices on Instagram. Live stream news, you follow us, we'll follow you right back. And all we post is, well, I try to post only pool, but sometimes I post buffets and sushi that I might stop in along the road. But live stream news is basically about pool streams. So please follow us there, and we will follow you back. We got to give a real big shout out to Lacassi Q's, Lacassi Hybrid. You can see Torsten Holman right there in the magazine, and also one of Snookster's, the sponsor for Snookster, the Tap League. Simonis for jumping on board with Upstate Al and AZBTV. The world's largest pool and billiards website, azbilliards.com. We definitely have to add in Kings of Vapor. They're electronic cigarettes helping people quit smoking. They do sponsor Earl Strickland, by the way, along with many other players like Jason Shore, Scott Frost. They're getting on board. They're helping players out to maneuver and get around the country and get to tournaments. This foundation here, Heroes Hearts, is Jared Clowery's foundation up in Boston. AZBTV was there for the very first tournament at Jillian's. We streamed it. Go to heroeshearts.org and just check out their website. You can elect to donate whatever you want. They do not discriminate, $5 bills, $10 bills. Or you can go and you can purchase the book. Tuesday will come. It's about Jared Clowery's life. We're going to give a big shout out to Mez Q's. Caroline Powell did step in the booth last night for a few times, and we just wanted to say thank you. And there we want to give a big shout out to Mez Q's. Of course, Tony Robles Tour. Gotham City Technologies, Ron Mason's baby, GothamCityTechnologies.com. You got any kind of problems with your computer, I advise you to get in touch with Ron Mason. He can remote into your computer, take out viruses, adware, spyware. These leagues, the NAPL, 8-ball, 10-ball, 14.1, 9-ball, all run by Tony. Go to playnapl.com and just check it out. Some of Tony's sponsors that we put together, I know there's a few more, but we couldn't find the high-def pitches. Delta, nycgrind.com, Allison Fisher, Jerry Tarantola. We want to thank Snookster, the original that sat in the booth and had my back today. Poison by Predator, Billiards Digest. And we can't forget these ladies. Allison Fisher is here on location, Angel Levine, all around the country, Mary Kenniston, Diana Hoppy. everybody that's taking pictures and preserving pool pictures, spreading them across Facebook, social medias. We want to give a big shout out. This whole week I've been shouting out these ladies, and they deserve every bit of it. Snookster, I can't thank you enough.
Thank you very much for having me.
I was actually watching the stream on my iPhone and listening to the commentating, and I think you and Tony did a really superb job.
Why, thank you.
As you see, Jerry Tarantola starting to wrap up in the background. He's beat. He's been up as long as I have.
Works hard.
Yeah,
hard.
he does. He does. And it's taking its toll. He has to slow down, I told him. But any case, everybody that's out there, Bob, I'll be talking to you shortly, I guess, after I wrap up here. You're always keeping me company on the road. This is Steinway's. We're signing off. I'm going to let the stream run for a little while, guys. All right? But I'm just going to stop the recording.